Hey, could I get some water?
Oh yeah, sure. There you go.
Thanks. Yeah, and then you gotta follow through with that, don't you?
Welcome to week 33 of the Ben Aaron Music Vlog. This week's song is St. Paul Infirmary Blues, an old American folk song with some new words to it. But before we get to that song, I gotta change my strings on this guitar because they are dirty. Gonna get dirty, dirty, pop, pop, pop. A big question I often hear as a guitarist is, how often should I change my strings? Well, that really depends on how often you use the guitar and how sweaty your hands get. No, really, if you have sweaty hands, your strings will last 1/10 of what a dry person's hands would be. A regular set of fresh guitar strings will sound good for about 30 hours of continuous play. After that point, they will begin to corrode and sound dull and flat and lifeless. This is why most people will tell you to wash your hands before you start playing. Cleaning your hands will keep your strings a lot cleaner and last a lot longer. So I said a normal pack of guitar strings usually lasts me 30 hours of continuous play. But that could mean 4 days to somebody, 4 weeks to somebody, or 4 months to somebody else. You might not be able to tell the audio difference as it takes a long time for the quality of the guitar strings to fade. Sort of like the Star Wars franchise. Oh, we love you, Jar Jar Binks. Misa want to play guitar. Now there are a lot of different kind of guitar strings out there, and one type are called coated strings. Like they're basically covered in plastic, and they actually do, for me, last 3 to 5 times. Yeah. Now there is a catch with the plastic coated guitar string. They sound a little bit dull and a little bit lifeless right out of the box. If you're actually trying to record the acoustic guitar, do not get the plastic coated strings. Get some regular strings. This is a perfect time to clean your guitar when you're taking the strings off. So this week I'm putting on some DIRRRRTY, But it really doesn't matter what strings you use, they're just going to go bad after a while. And I remember last year when I did this, people were like, hey, can you take all the strings off at once? I heard you're not supposed to do that. It's fine to do that. It's totally okay to do that. As long as you're gonna change the strings within an hour, I mean, it's okay to take them all off and clean the whole guitar. So, like I mentioned before, this week's song is St. Paul Infirmary Blues. Now we just gotta tighten up these strings. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Great job.
So without further ado, here is the St. Paul Infirmary Blues.
Please bury me, Lord, and dig my grave with a bloody spade, and get a bottle of whiskey before me. Make sure my digger, he gets well paid. Give me 6 angry men for pallbearers, and my boys, they will sing me a song. You can call it a damn good time gone wrong. Just raise hell as I roll along. Let her go, you God bless her. Wherever she may be, you may search this whole world over. You'll never find a sweeter meal than me. Now that I've told you my story, I'll take another shot of booze. If any of you happen to ask me, I got those St. Paul Infirmary Blues. Let her go, you God bless her. Wherever she may be,
Well, thank you for listening to my song and watching me change my guitar strings. This week I've played 7 gigs and made $182 in the tip jar, which brings the total up to $444. 444. Hey, it's a long way to go, but we're just getting started. Anyways, this is Ben Aaron telling you to keep your strings fresh and clean, keep on practicing, and get out there and play.